Welcome to another deep dive. This time, we're taking a look at the future of search with SearchGPT.
SearchGPT.
Yeah, OpenAI's latest project.
Okay.
And it has the potential to, I think, totally change how we use the internet.
Really?
Yeah. So you know how frustrating it is when you're searching for something
Yeah, for sure.
and you just spend ages
Yeah.
typing in all these different keywords,
Yep.
trying to
Yeah.
get the search engine to understand what you actually want?
Yeah, it's like, it can be really annoying.
It's like finding a needle in a haystack.
Yeah, you're just like scrolling and scrolling.
Exactly. So SearchGPT is aiming to solve that problem.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So OpenAI, that's the company behind ChatGPT,
Right, which we've definitely talked about before.
Yeah.
Now they're looking at how to bring the power of AI to search.
Okay.
And SearchGPT is like their prototype
Okay.
for what that might look like.
So how does it work? Like, is it just another search engine?
Well, it's built around these large language models,
Right,
which
great.
are totally different than like the traditional
Oh.
search algorithms.
Okay.
So instead of just matching keywords,
Right.
it's trying to understand what you're asking
Oh, wow.
and give you like a direct answer.
Oh, so I wouldn't get like a page full of links.
Right. You
Yeah.
might just get like the information you need
Wow.
right there in the search results.
Okay. But how do I know I can trust it?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
So to make sure you're not just taking its word for it,
Right.
SearchGPT always cites its sources
Okay.
with links.
So I can see like where it's getting the information from.
Exactly. So you can see where the information's coming from and like
Yeah.
dig deeper if you want.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like having like a super powered research assistant
Yeah.
that can just like instantly pull up the information I need.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty awesome.
And here's where it gets even cooler.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah. So SearchGPT is designed to be conversational.
Conversational.
So you ask your initial question,
Okay.
and then you can ask follow-up questions
Oh.
to like get more specific
Okay.
or explore different angles.
So it's like I'm having like a back and forth
Yeah.
with an expert.
Exactly.
Wow. That's so different than how I search now.
Right. No more like clicking through all these links,
Yeah.
trying to piece together information from different websites.
Exactly.
So OpenAI gives this example.
Okay.
Imagine you're researching the latest advancements
Uh-huh.
in AI-powered search,
Okay.
which is kind of meta, right?
Yeah.
You ask SearchGPT,
Okay.
what are the latest developments in AI-powered search?
Okay.
And it gives you a concise summary of like all the key breakthroughs.
Okay.
But then you can say, okay, but what are the risks of this technology?
Oh, interesting.
And it will use the context
Uh-huh.
of your previous question
Oh, wow.
to give you like a thoughtful response about the potential downsides.
So it remembers what I asked before.
Yeah. While still backing everything up with sources.
That's really impressive.
Right. It sounds like it could be like a
Yeah.
total game changer.
Yeah.
For research, for staying informed.
Yeah, for sure.
But what about all the websites and stuff
Oh, yeah.
that rely on people finding them through search?
Right.
Are they just out of luck?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Like what happens to them
Right.
with this new technology?
Yeah, that's a big question, and OpenAI is very aware of it.
Uh-huh.
They're actually working directly with publishers and content creators
Yep.
to make sure everyone benefits from this new way of searching.
So how does that work?
Well, OpenAI sees SearchGPT as a way to help people discover high-quality content
Yeah.
that might have gotten buried under like
Right.
a mountain of search results before.
Yeah.
So imagine a world where like the best articles
Okay.
and the best websites get highlighted, regardless of how, SEO optimized they are.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right. So instead of just competing for keywords,
Right.
publishers can focus on creating like truly valuable content,
Okay, yeah.
knowing that SearchGPT will help people find it.
That makes a lot of sense.
And to make sure this isn't just wishful thinking,
Huh.
they've partnered with some like major players
Oh, wow. Okay.
in the publishing world.
Yeah.
They've got The Atlantic and News Corp on board,
Wow.
which are both huge names in media.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're working together to figure out how to integrate SearchGPT
Okay.
in a way that benefits both users
Uh-huh.
and publishers.
That's really interesting. I'm curious, like, what do these publishers think about all this? Are they excited about the potential,
Yeah.
or are they worried about what it means for their business? Like,
Right.
how are they reacting?
Well, both Nicholas Thompson, CEO of The Atlantic, and Robert Thompson, chief executive of News Corp, have been pretty positive about it.
Really?
Yeah, they see it as a chance to highlight quality journalism in the age of AI.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it sounds like OpenAI is really committed to working with publishers
Yeah.
and not just disrupting the industry without, like, considering the consequences.
Yeah, that's good. It seems like they're trying to make this like a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, they're really trying to make it a win-win for everyone involved.
That's great.
Well, I'm sold so far.
Yeah.
But I know there's more to this story.
Okay.
So it sounds like they're really putting a lot of emphasis on this collaboration,
Yeah.
which is really encouraging.
Uh-huh.
But what about transparency?
Transparency.
Yeah, like,
Go. What?
how do we know
Yeah.
that SearchGPT isn't just, like,
Right.
pushing certain viewpoints or something, or hiding where its information comes from?
That's a really good point.
Yeah,
That's a valid concern with any AI system, really.
right.
And OpenAI has taken steps to make sure
Okay.
that SearchGPT is as transparent as possible. So for starters, every single answer it provides
Uh-huh.
includes links
Okay.
to the sources it used.
So it's not just giving me information
Right.
out of thin air.
Exactly.
I can always trace it back
Yeah.
to, like, the original source.
Exactly. And that's really important because it lets you evaluate the credibility of the information yourself.
Oh, okay.
You can see if it's coming from a reputable source,
Uh-huh.
if it's up to date,
Right.
and if it aligns with other things you've read on the topic.
So it's almost like a built-in fact-checking system,
Yeah, exactly.
which is pretty crucial these days.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with all the misinformation and stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
And it goes even further.
oh, really?
Yeah. OpenAI recognizes that publishers deserve to have a say
Okay.
in how their content is used.
So does that mean that publishers can actually control
Yeah,
whether or not their stuff shows up
exactly.
in SearchGPT result?
Absolutely. They have a few different options.
Yeah.
They can choose to have all of their content included.
Yeah.
They can select specific things they want to include,
Okay.
or they can opt out entirely.
Wow. That's a lot of control.
Yeah.
So publishers are really in the driver's seat here.
To a large extent, yes.
Wow.
And they can even choose to opt out of having their content used to train the AI
Oh, wow.
in the first place.
Okay.
So OpenAI is really trying to build a system where publishers
Yeah.
feel like they're partners,
Okay.
not just sources of data.
That's good.
Yeah.
It definitely sounds like they're taking the impact on the
Mhm.
publishing industry very seriously.
Yeah, they are.
Now, I know we've been talking about SearchGPT, like
Yeah.
it's already out in the world,
Right.
but you mentioned earlier that it's just a prototype.
Yes.
So what does that actually mean?
Right. So SearchGPT is essentially a testing ground
Okay.
for all these new ideas.
Okay.
OpenAI is trying things out,
Uh-huh.
seeing what works,
Right.
and gathering feedback from users and publishers.
Mm-hmm. So it's like a sneak peek into the future of search.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they've already said that the best features
Mhm.
from SearchGPT
Okay.
will eventually be integrated into ChatGPT.
So even though it's not like a finished product,
Right.
it gives us a really good idea
Yeah.
of where things are headed.
Exactly.
That's super exciting.
It is.
So what kind of features do they have in mind for the future?
Well, they've hinted at some interesting possibilities.
Like what?
For example, they're exploring ways to integrate local information
Okay.
and commerce into SearchGPT.
So instead of just searching for general information,
Right.
I could ask things like,
Yeah.
what are the best restaurants near me?
Exactly.
Or where can I find the cheapest flights to Paris? Or something.
Precisely. And it wouldn't just be a list of links.
Oh.
It could give you personalized recommendations
Okay.
based on your preferences, your location,
Uh-huh.
and even real-time information like
Wow.
wait times at restaurants or current flight prices.
So it sounds like SearchGPT could become this all-in-one platform
Could.
for finding information-making purchases,
Yep.
even interacting with local businesses.
It's certainly a possibility.
That's incredible.
But even more exciting is the way it could change how we learn
Okay.
and engage with information online.
Okay.
Think about it right now. We're so used to just passively scrolling through search results,
Yeah.
clicking on links and skimming articles.
Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of that.
But with SearchGPT, it becomes more of an active dialogue.
Oh, okay.
You're asking questions, digging deeper,
Uh.
exploring different perspectives.
So it's like having a conversation with the internet.
Exactly.
That's a really cool way to think about it.
And that brings us to a really interesting question for you, our listener.
Okay.
Imagine a world where SearchGPT could actually learn your specific interests, your learning style, and your preferred ways of consuming information.
Okay.
How would that change your online experience?
Would I feel like I was getting more out of my time online?
Maybe.
Would I be more likely to explore new topics
Possibly.
and delve deeper into things that I'm already passionate about?
It's certainly something to think about
Yeah.
as we step into this new era of AI-powered search.
It's kind of mind-blowing to think about how much more personalized the internet could be.
Yeah.
It's like having a search engine that
Right.
actually gets you and what you need.
Yeah, it really does kind of blur the lines between like a tool and a companion.
Yeah.
And the pace of innovation in AI is so fast.
Yes.
Who knows what's next?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't that long ago we were all amazed by ChatGPT.
Right.
And now we've got SearchGPT
Yeah.
pushing the boundaries even further.
It's almost like watching a science fiction movie unfold in real time.
It is.
But like with any powerful technology,
Yeah.
there are some potential downsides we need to be aware of.
Absolutely. AI is a tool.
Right.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or bad.
Yeah.
It's up to us to shape its development
Right.
and make sure it's used responsibly.
Because how do we do that?
Well,
Yeah.
I think it starts with having open and honest conversations
Yeah.
about the potential impact of AI on our lives.
Okay.
We need to be asking tough questions,
Right.
challenging assumptions,
Yeah.
and making sure that ethical considerations are at the forefront
Okay.
of every development.
It's easy to just get caught up
Right.
in the excitement of the new technology.
Oh, yeah.
But we have to remember that it's not just about like cool features and new gadgets.
Right.
It's about how this is going to shape our society,
Yeah.
our relationships, our
That's true, yeah.
understanding of the world.
It's about ensuring that AI serves humanity
Right.
and not the other way around.
Yeah.
And that takes
Yeah.
thoughtful discussion, careful planning,
Mm-hmm.
and a willingness to adapt and evolve
Okay.
as the technology continues to advance.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI-powered search, we'll leave you with this thought.
Okay.
As AI becomes more integrated into our lives,
Yeah.
it's more important than ever to
Than
be
e-
informed,
Yeah.
engaged,
Sure.
and critical thinkers.
Absolutely.
You'll be afraid to ask questions,
Yeah.
challenge the status quo,
Right.
and demand that AI is developed and used
Yeah.
in a way that benefits all of us.
The future's being written right now,
Yeah.
and we all have a role to play in shaping it.
That's a great point to end on.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us on this journey into the future of search. Until next time, keep exploring and keep those minds open.